Kia ora, New Zealand. Welcome to Sweet Chain Live. My name's Matt Drake. This is episode 106A, and it's the first results show of Nationals, which has been going on all day today. Day one has kicked off. If you've been playing today, let us know in the comments. How did your day go? We'd love to hear from you. There was lots of great play that we saw, and some absolutely fantastic shots from all divisions. The weather changed throughout the day, which made arguably the morning rounds perhaps play a little bit easier than the afternoon ones. But that remains to be seen whether that'll continue as the weekend goes on. Just before we get cracking into the results, big thank you to Menzies and Dark Raven 9292 for the follow. Thank you so much. It makes a real difference to the channel. So if you do head over to Twitch, be sure to give us a follow. Right, let's dive straight into the results. First up, in MPO, Ethan Stout, fresh off his Garden City Open Christchurch win, is leading the way with a 6 under par, despite taking a double bogey on one of the hardest holes, hole 11. Racked up enough birdies over the round to put in a 64, which was 1,001 rated. Jay Watkinson, thanks to a brace of birdies on the final 2 holes, does enough to sneak into solo second. Following them is a tranche of players: Maxime Tang, Nate Perkins, Willie Taratner, and Connor McKinstry, all on 3 down. And then Toby Gentle, Jeremy Watson, Ben Wheellake, Ollie Webb, Andrew Popham, and Ryan Cambridge all round out the top 12, tied as they are on 2 under par. So it's incredibly close in the MPO division. A matter of shots separating. I think there's 2 shots separating, 3rd and 16th. So plenty of movement to come on moving day tomorrow. But it's Ethan, Jay Watkinson, Maxime, and Nate who will make up the lead card tomorrow afternoon. Willie Taratner, Connor McKinstry, Toby Gentle, and Jeremy Watson will make up the chase card. They tee off at 2 o'clock and 1:50 respectively. So if you're keen to catch their rounds, then you want to make sure you're around for that. Hopping over to FPO, Cassie Sweeten has done the job here with an 891 rated plus 10 on the gold course. And then Michelle Simpson holds a 2-shot lead over Haley Flintoff and Abigail Sterling, who round out the lead card in FPO. Some tough play out there. Caught up with Michelle after her round, and she was saying that it's the headwinds on some of those longer holes really were tough to deal with. Either way, it's looking like it's going to be very close, especially between 2nd and 4th. However, all 3 will be wanting to make a push on Cassie tomorrow. 6 shots in the weather we've seen, in the holes we've seen, is merely 2 or 3 holes potentially. So there's potential for a lot of movement there. Heading into MP40, Chris Finn's got a 2-shot lead over the rest of the field. Also worth shouting out, he was the only person in the field to birdie hole 14 today. So congratulations to him, playing pretty clean. Roddy Mackay from Queenstown and Mikey Yu from Queenstown are in 2nd and 3rd, 2 shots and 1 shot behind. And then Les Payne with an even par round is the lead card for tomorrow. Matt Pritchard, Alan Gorfie, Jung Ha, and Johnny Ferrari will chase them down. Over to MP50, and Craig Schiefer holds a 1-shot lead over New Zealand disc golf legend Bob Gentle and Mark Dakiv. Chris Sinai will make up the lead card in MP50. He'll be looking to forehand all of his strikes tomorrow, I suspect, to do his very best in catching those guys. Mike Foley, Chris Kingsnorth, Leon Botter, and Kevin Costa will be doing their best to chase them down. Finally, the last card in on the gold course is MA1, and Team Sweet Chain's Andrew Fleming has a 1-shot lead over Team Sweet Chain's Brady Cush in MA1. So feeling very good for those two today. And Josh Love Padata and Ben Schicker will make up the lead card tomorrow. If you're keen to see them tee off It's not that one. It's this one. They tee off at 9:30 tomorrow, so fairly early start for the MA1 division. Be interesting to see if the weather plays a part, as it did today, in the way that some holes are played. Coop Solis, Jack Halliday, Riley Bruce, and Jono Scott will do their best from the chase card to bring them down. Over to FA1, and it's Alexandra Williams has got a one-shot lead over Stephanie Strider in what appears to be a two-horse race for the FA1 title. Megan Merrick and Sapphire Wadu and Michaela Kerr will likely have a battle for third place. Over to MA4, and Russell King has a two-shot lead over Phil McLeod and Barry Van Beek in MA40. Phil McLeod, one of only two people to eagle hole 4 today, so very well done to him. Luke Godfrey, Hayden Shaw, myself, and Shane Ripley will be chasing them down to try and put the brakes, or at least accelerate past some of those scores that were coming in today. Over to FA40, and Kath Headley has a 4-shot lead over Nicola Stout. That battle will continue tomorrow. Tina Himmel and Sue Brown tightly packed at +13 and +15 respectively. Over to MA50, and Steve Lawson holds a 5-shot lead over Gregor Brosnahan. And Mark Tebbett is 3 shots back with Andrew Faulkner and Jeff Lewis. Keith Inwood, Craig Lycan and Carl Jolly make up the rest of the chase card. Deb Mills is leading FA50. Well done, Deb. Some good play from her today. I spoke to her after a round. She was very pleased with the way that things worked out on a nice course she was describing to me. And in MA60, Andy Brewster holds a 4-shot lead over Steve McVicker, who has a 3-shot lead over Colin Lang and a 2-shot lead over Rob Kent. So 9 shots separating the top 4. So I suspect that gap will close tomorrow. As it may look like the weather's going to come in, so there's no resting on laurels even in MA60. Over to FA60, and Jenny Joint leads by 3 shots over Fiona Menzies, and Diane Thompson's 9 shots further back. In MA2, Benjamin Upton. Shout out to Benjamin, actually. He was the only person in any division who was playing any kind of disc golf out of the 247 players who didn't card a bogey today. So very well done to Benjamin Upton, playing a clean 2 under par, birdieing hole 15 and hole 18. Hole 18 wouldn't have been an easy birdie into a headwind. Benjamin Ari, Larry Heinonen and Tim Marshall round out the lead card by virtue of PDGA number, and Joseph Ball, Caleb Norris, Mark Boland and Jacob Adair make up the chase. Over to FA2, and it's Chelsea Pryor with a 7-shot lead over Claire Bruton. This again, things can swing quite a lot, so we can't rest on any kind of lead, even that margin. Over to MA3, and Sean Aitken holds a 4-shot lead over Ben Kennedy. Cameron Wu is 5 back with Scott Thornley. In the junior division, Isaac Latter has got the lead with a 9.55 rated 4 under par, so well done to him. And Sam Lycan is 6 shots back. Baden Lecker's at further 2. However, he was the second person to eagle hole 4 on the red course. So well done to him. In the junior course, in the MJ15 division, Jai Tufunga holds a 4-shot lead, 9.55 rated. He holds a 2-shot lead, over Connor Rance. Shout out to Connor, who carried my bag for the last few holes today, so very much appreciated that after a long day on the course. And in FJ15, Alison Tweedy with plus 11. We were wondering how she might compare against FA1 and FA2. Well, she'd be 6th place in FA1, and she would be in 2nd place in FA2. So, strong performance from Alison there. Make sure that you check your tee times between now and when you play tomorrow. They're all available on the PDGA website, which we'll cross over to shortly, and we'll be able to take a look at the lead card in the MPO division. Kicks off, or tees off rather, at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and then there's 10-minute gaps all the way back to 12:20. The earliest start that I've seen is 8:10 on the Gold Course for MA1, and in the junior division they'll be teeing off at 8:05 in on the red course. So nice early wake up for the juniors there. All the tee times are available on the PDGA website, as we said, so head over there and make sure that you've got your notifications turned on for the app, so that you know when, if there are any changes to these start times. I'd hate for you to miss out on your starting hole. One last thing, we've got some new bets that are up on our Discord, so make sure you go and check the new bets that are available for tonight. So we've got number of eagles on hole 4. We had 2 today. Go and place your bets now as to how many you think they're going to be. It's going to be difficult to tell. The weather might look like it's going to do some different things tomorrow. Easiest hole on the red course. What do you think it is? Hole 4 was one of the easiest holes. However, there were ties with other. What were the other easier holes? Was 6 and 7. 6 and 7 were the other 2 easy holes on the red course. You can bet on the easiest hole on the gold course, which I think was hole 6. Today, Brady mentioned it yesterday as being a bonus birdie, but go and place your bets on there. Aces on day 2. We had 1 ace today. Congratulations, Stuart Gilchrist, who managed to lace it in and take out the one on hole 7 on the red course. I was on the card just behind, actually, and heard an eruption just before I was about to tee off, and so very well done to him. Number of birdies on hole 14 on the gold course. We had 1 today, as I said, which was Christopher Finn. Nobody in MPO managed to get the birdie on hole 14. So if you think you can predict what's going to happen tomorrow in some perhaps slightly different weather, then head over to our Discord. The link is in the the description of tonight's video, and you'll be able to bet on what you think's who you think's going to win. And also what you think is going to happen tomorrow. It's moving day tomorrow. Saturday is always a fantastic day of a tournament because it's the time when all results can go all over the place. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll be back tomorrow night to go through the results following moving day. Very best of luck if you're playing tomorrow, wherever you're playing disc golf. Take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you